Okay guys, I'm going to show you how we can create this Google sign-in page. We all see this page every day, right? Because this is the page that Google uses to sign in. I'm going to show you how they make using this HTML and CSS. Okay, I'm going to show you how we can create. To create that login page, we need a text editor. I am currently using VS Code because VS Code has this crazy extension called as live server. What this live server does, it loads your HTML web page to a server. When you make any changes in your HTML or CSS file, it automatically changes all the changes to the page. Okay, hope you understand. Okay, first we need to create a folder. You go to this file section and create an open folder. Then you right click and create a new. I'm gonna create this as login page. Okay, I'm gonna select this folder. Now we are in that folder. I'm gonna create this index.html and CSS file as style.css. Okay, after creating this, let me zoom in. Okay, hope you all can see this. Okay, now we have to create a basic HTML format. Okay, first it's a doctype HTML tag. We need a head tag. This head tag has two tags. One is title tag. In this we can give any title. Let's say, let me give me my YouTube video name. Okay, my YouTube channel name. Okay, front end. We need to link our CSS file. Our CSS file should always be linked in the head tag only, not in body tag. Our relation is style sheet. CSS contains all the styles we make in our web page. And then we have a body tag which contains all of our HTML. Now we currently do not have any JavaScript. If we have any JavaScript file, we will link over here. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna click on go live button. It currently loads in the Chrome. My default browser is Chrome, so it opens my whole web page over here. If I make any changes here, let me say if I go for H1 tag and create hi, you will say hi all. If I save it, it automatically loads it. That's the advantage of live server. Okay, let us create. Okay, okay guys, now if we look into this login page, and here we have a Google logo, right? To get this Google logo, you need to go to any favorite browser, and I'm gonna search Google logo image. I'm gonna hit enter, and I'm gonna go to this website called as Flaticon, because this website provides you free PNG icons of any images. Okay, currently we need this icon, right? Because this icon looks good. I'm going to this icon. Here this is a PNG format. I'm gonna select it as 64 pixels and click on free download. That's it. Your Google image will be downloaded over here. You can see over here. Let me go to my file manager. I'm gonna cut this and paste it in my folder and paste it in my login page folder. Where I have my index and style sheet, I will paste the Google image over here. So just you can see my Google image is appearing over here. Let me see. Okay, now we need to add this Google image to our website. I'm gonna create an image tag. To add any images, we need this image tag. We need to provide a source. My Google image name is google.png. It pops up. We are giving an ID for the further changes. I'm naming this as ID. You can see when I save it, our Google image is now appearing. Our next thing is, let me close this. You can also close this. Our next thing, we have a sign in and to continue to Gmail, right? I'm gonna create a div now. Okay, first I'm gonna create a div. I will give this to an ID of name div. I'm gonna paste this image inside this div element. Okay, what this div element does this, it adds so much room for the improvement. Like we can edit, like div elements are some elements in HTML, you understand, like because they give you so much freedom to edit all the items inside it. Okay, and then if you see the login page, we have a sign in. Okay, now let's create it. I'm gonna take a h1 tag. I'm gonna enter sign in. Okay, that's it. We will give this an ID. Let's say I'm giving the same ID. I'm giving it the ID as sign in. Now let's see, it's have a paragraph. You can call it paragraph or anything to continue to Gmail. It has this. I'm gonna create a p tag to continue to Gmail. Okay, to continue to Gmail. You can see to continue to Gmail. Okay, let's see what our next elements are. We have a text box, we have a forgot email password. Okay, we need a text box to input all this. So we will take an input box. We have to specify the type. Its type is, it's a text box, so I will type as text. It's a required field, right? Because without entering our email we cannot enter into that page, so we will keep it required. Okay, and this does also have a placeholder. You can see there is a placeholder which specifies email or phone. Okay, so we will keep that placeholder and equal to what it says, email or phone, right? Sorry, you can see we got that placeholder. Now we need a forgot password, right? All the links in the HTML will be placed inside the C tags. You can see we need to specify to what website it needed to be redirected. So at least as of now we did not have any other website, so we are specifying as hash. If we have another HTML, if we paste that HTML file name over here, it will be redirected to there. Currently we have no other documents, right? Target equal to blank. Okay, we need forget password, forget email, right? I'm gonna give this p an ID of p2. This paragraph as ID of p1. Okay, you can see we got our forgot email too. The next thing we need is this this not your computer, use guest mode to sign in privately. We will add that too. Again, see, I will take a paragraph and I will give this as ID as p3 because this is third paragraph as of now. Let me add the text. Not your computer, use guest mode to sign in privately. Let me see if the same. Okay, use guest mode to sign in privately. Okay, we need a full stop. Okay, here. Okay, next thing we have is this, learn more about Google, learn more about guest mode, and this is an A tag. All the blue colors you see, all these are called as A tags. What happens with this A tags is once you click on this, they will redirect to another page. Let me show you. If I click on this forgot email, you can see it loads in another web page. As of now we don't have any other web page. What happens is in the backend, if you provide any web page, if once you click on this, it will be redirect to that specific web page. Okay, as of now we don't have, so that's why we will create a p tag, we will create a tag, we will give this p tag as ID of p4 since it's a fourth paragraph. For this a tag we need to specify an href. As of now we don't have another HTML, so that's why, and we need to specify its target. Target is blank. Okay, inside this a tag what we have, learn more about using guest mode. Okay, learn more about using guest mode. Okay, learn more about using guest mode. Until now job is now completed. If you see over here, there are two other buttons called as create an account and next. Let me create those. We will come out of this div box. That means our main div will hand over here. I will create a paragraph with an a tag because you can see it's in blue color. That means once we click on it, will be redirected to another. Okay, I will give this ID as p5 because it's a fifth paragraph. And same I will specify this href as hashtag and give a target as blank. Okay, inside this a tag we need to create account, right? Create account, we created this button, so you can see create account. After this create account we need a button to make it next. I'm gonna create a button with next. I'm gonna give this button an ID of button. You can see we created our button. As of now we created all these elements. We will add remaining piece parts after our remaining completion. Okay guys, our all HTML, all the elements we needed to add into your web page is now completed. Okay, now let's save this HTML file and come to CSS. First we need to select everything, because this star indicates selection of everything, because now we are selecting our whole web page. Okay, after selecting whole web page I'm gonna remove the margin to 0 pixels. Okay, I'm even gonna remove this padding of the whole thing. Like, you can see now we removed all the margins and padding. Now we need to specify the font family we need to use. I'm going to use sans serif, because sans serif is a wide range of font that can be accepted by everybody. You can see now the whole font is changed to sans serif. Okay, now I'm gonna specify the body tag, because you can see in this image the body is in different color than the login page. Okay, now we are selecting this body, that means this whole body element in HTML. I'm gonna set the background color to something like a lighter white. Okay, some darker shade of white. Sorry, you can see I'm using HSL values because I really like those. Okay, now see the whole body is more darker. Our next element is the main div, where we added all of our elements. I'm gonna select that main div. If you name it as ID, you need to select it by using hashtag. Imagine if I name it as class, I needed to select it with a full stop. Okay, be sure of it. Now we need to center this div, right? So I will keep this position as absolute. From top it should be like 50%, because if we want anything in middle, assume this whole web page is 100%. If we needed it to center, then we needed to specify 50% from the top, 50% from either left, either right. So I'm taking this left as 50%, and we will transform it. Now we will transform it minus 50% and minus 50%. Okay, this is just a CSS. Okay, now you can see our old div is now transformed into it. Okay, one thing I really forgot is our create account and next is coming out of div, because these both elements are created out of div. I'm gonna cut this and paste it inside our div. Okay, now you can see, and those buttons are also inside the div, so it won't cause any problem. That's one thing I forgot. Okay, now we need to adjust this background. Okay, let me show you the background color first. Let us adjust the background color. We need a pure white background color, right? Because you can see over here the whole thing is in pure background color. Now we needed to add some width, because it's currently very small. We need to add some width and height. Okay, I will add width as 1000 pixels and height as 400 pixels, because it's currently in a rectangle position. Because you can see over here it is in a rectangle position, not square. Sorry, so we created in a rectangle position. Currently the borders are not rounded, so I'm gonna round the borders. I will specify the border radius as 20 pixels. Okay, you can see all of our borders are now rounded. For firstly I will select our image, right? Firstly we have our image tag. Let's style our image. Our image will get a padding of 20 pixels. You can see surround the image we now have a padding of 20 pixels. Okay, and then we have an h1 tag, sign in my image. I will select it. Again you can see I am using hashtag because we used IDs over here, so make sure in capitalization. I am gonna set its color to black. Go to HSL and reduce down the alpha because it adds type of a blurry effect to it. Okay, you can see it. And now we need this email, this all the elements in the right side, right? So I am going to select that. We did not give this an ID. We give this an ID of input. Okay, so we will select that input. I will set its the position to be absolute. From top I will specify it as we need some margin top. Okay guys, now I will specify how much distance it should be from the top. Okay, first we need to specify from the left and how much distance. Let's say for a 500 pixels left. Okay, you can see the div element, you can see that box moved 500 element 500 to the left, then that is still not enough. Let's say 560 pixels. You can see that div is almost now, and we even need some top position, right? From top, let's say it should be for 100 pixels. You can see that is going too much far away. Okay, I think that's enough. Now we will increase the font size. Font size inside that I am going to give it as 1.2 here. I am gonna give the padding of like 12 pixels and 20 pixels. I think that's enough. Okay, maybe not 12, maybe 14. Okay, I'm gonna give it a width like 350 pixels of width. I'm gonna give it. You can see we gave it 350 pixels of width. Let's decrease the top size to 110. You can see this is around because we need, you can see in this image the sign in and this image and this both are aligned, so we have to make sure the same over here, the sign in and these are aligned. I'm going to give it 100 pixels. Okay, I think this both are now aligned. Okay, the next thing we have to take care is this forgot email and not all this. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that same steps to all. I'm gonna select this P1 and set its position to be absolute. I'm gonna specify the left distance first because we know that left distance is 560 pixels. And for top I will specify it as 160 pixels. You can see our forgot email is now aligned with it. You can see our forgot email is now aligned with it. Now we needed to change the appearance of this tag, right? We will select our P2 tag and all the href elements. We will set those color to be with blue because they are in blue color. You can see. And we will remove all the text decoration, like we will remove that underline part. Okay, text decoration to be none. You can see we removed that, and I will increase the font size to be bold, not font size, font weight, sorry, font weight to be bold. You can see the font weight has now become bold. Now we need to take these two elements to here. Okay, we will again, I'm feeling lazy, so I'm copying this. I'm gonna select P3, but for left it is same. You can see all the elements start at once, but this height is so much differ, right? So I'm gonna give this height as some 220. Sorry. Okay, you can see now that element not your computer is. Now we have to take this as it. I will copy this P3 because I'm feeling lazy, and I will change it to P4 because this is our P4 tag, right? You can see learn more about guest mode. First one, let's say 240. Okay, you can see, and since this is in it, we need to change the appearance of the, so I will select the, now I will select the P4 tag and all the A tags inside it. I'm gonna change its color to blue. I will remove all the text decoration to be none. You can see we removed all the text decoration. I'm gonna add the font weight. I'm gonna make it bold. Okay, you can see now we need to make bold. Now we need this create account and next to also over here. So I'm gonna repeat the same. Our create account is a P5 tag. So I'm gonna select that P5. I'm gonna set the position to be absolute. Okay. From left it changes. You can see the create account is not over here. The create account is here. So it's not 560 pixels. So from, let's say it's 660 pixels. Okay. We can adjust it. Then from top, let's say it is 320 pixels, and these are all imaginary values, right guys, because you have to make sure. Okay, I think this is good. Now we need to change the appearance. We need to make this A tags look like those. So we will select the P5 tag again, and we will select A tag. We will make those color as blue. We will make font weight to be bold, and we need to remove that underline, right? So I will remove that underline. Text decoration to be none. You can see we removed that. Okay, now we need this button over here. So let's select our button. We gave the button an ID of hashtag button, right? So I will select use hashtag and I will select button. Okay, firstly I will set the position of button to be absolute. Okay, the coordinates are same. From top it is same 320 pixels, but for left it changes because these both are relative to each other in horizontal but not in vertical, right? So we needed to change the height. Okay, we don't need to change the height, but all the left direction this is 660 that have for 720 pixels. Okay, these are overlapping, so make it as 880. Okay, that's good. Now we have to style our button. We will say the background color is blue. So I'm gonna change the shade of blue. I will use HSL values. I think this shade of blue will be perfect. Okay, this button needs a padding 10 pixels and 20 pixels. Let's say okay, now our button is looking good. I will remove the border of the button. Border property will be done. Border radius will be 20 pixels, I think. Okay, the button is wrong. Now I will change the color to be white, and I will make font weight as bold. You can see our button looks so much better now. Okay, I will even increase the font size because it's kind of looking small to me. 1.4 EM will be good. Okay, you see our button is so much perfect. Let's increase border radius. Okay, our button is so much perfect now. Maybe not 1.4, 1.3 is enough. Okay, let's adjust our button. Maybe like 300. Okay, these both are looking good. Okay, and now we have to take care of this, right? Sign in and Google. You can see this sign in and Google have some gap over here. Let's go to our sign in. I'm gonna specify margin left like 20 pixels. Okay, you can see margin left as 20 pixels, and then give margin bottom as 20 pixels. Okay, you can see margin. Now we have to make the same for this. This is our P1 tag. See, to continue to Google, so I will select my P1 tag. I will give this margin left side because that is left side as 20 pixels. Okay guys, you can see our Google page is almost completed. Now just we need to add only 3 elements. You can see this English, United States, health, privacy and terms. To add any elements, we need to come to our HTML. Out of this div box, I am adding a footer because all those comes under footer, right? Inside this footer, I am gonna add some p tags with an idea. Since this is a p6, I am gonna give this an idea of p6. It has English in bracket United States. Okay, you can see it has English United States. Okay, now after that we need another p tags. We will give them idea of p7. One has help, one has privacy and another has terms. Okay, let's go. This has help. Let me copy it. I'm gonna paste 2 more times. Okay. One has privacy, the other one has terms. All these are e tags as well. Sorry, I forgot to mention, because when we click on those, they will redirect you to other page. Okay, copy this e tag, paste it over here, paste it over here, cut them, paste between these e tags. Hope you understand what I am doing. Okay, you see now all those head tags have came over here. Now one thing we needed to do is okay, now we have to take care of this. Okay, take care of these elements, right? What we needed to do, same for all. We need to select this p tag. Since it is our p6 tag, we will select it. We will set the position to be absolute. We will set its position to be absolute. Okay, from the top, let's say 400 pixels. Okay guys, that length is almost enough. Okay, From the top, 400 pixels is almost enough. Let me set 420. Okay, it's perfect. You can see it is perfectly aligning. Now we have to do the same for the help, privacy and terms as well. All these are our piece. I'm feeling lazy, so I'm gonna select this, paste over here, and this is a P7 tag, right? We will set the position and top as 450. These I even have a left, right? These align with these, right? You can see this create account button. These align with all these elements, right? So from the left we need like 800 pixels. Okay, you can see all our elements is aligned. Sorry, some naming differences. You can see our help is over here. I think 800 is too much. Let's say for 750 pixels. Okay, 750 is too much, but we need to change the appearance, right? So I will select this hashtag P7, all the A tags inside it. I'm gonna set the color to be black and text decoration to be none. You can see. Now we have to repeat the same for the privacy and terms as well. Okay, I will copy this because why not, it makes our life so much easier. So we're going to take it as P8 of here. Only things we needed to change is top is always same. Let's say side is 800. You can see our privacy is here. Let's move somewhat. Okay, let's say 840. You can see our privacy is here. Now we have to do the same with the terms. I'm going to copy this whole P8, paste it over here, and change the 8 from 8 to 9. I'm gonna set it some 900. Okay, maybe 900 is too much. Okay, not too much. Let's say 930. Okay, it's perfect. You can see we made ourselves. One thing I forgot is in our input. Okay, in our input whatever, we need to keep a property called as overflow to be hidden, because if someone has really a bigger email, it should not come out of the box, right? You can see this is our final output. Let's say I can enter my email gmail.com. Looks, it does not happen. Even if I click next, it does not happen anything, because we did not connected any backend or sources to it. Okay guys, this is our final input. We created a Google sign, and you can see it's an exact replica. You can see over here everything you see here is now replicated, even with A tags, even with this create account, next, help, privacy. Okay, everything. Hope you guys like it, and try to subscribe channel. Okay guys.